And welcome back to Taper John. Actually, Jenna Jane's yard. And we're going to take a look here. Today is the August 14th, 2024. And we're going to come out and we're going to take a look and see what's going on. First day of autumn. Kind of chilly out here today, so we're going to take a look. We had some rain yesterday. And apparently it was windy. See, a tarp and a garbage can flew. So it's time to pick up garden hoses today and everything. And it was 39 degrees, so it's probably about maybe 40, 41 by now. We're going into the woods from the side of the house. I don't know if you guys can see or not, but the little babies that I planted this year, they grew about maybe 4 inches. Can you see the blue jays coming out of the trees? I was worried about this last big one right here, but it greened up really good. It was starting to die. It was getting way too much sun in the summer, but it's doing good now. Great. Yeah, the blue jays are still flying through. Trees are looking good. So far out of 130, 140, I gave 20 away, so yeah, 130. I noticed 3 of them died. So 3 out of 130 ain't bad at all. Now we're going through the woods on the west side. Yep, a lot of the pine needles are falling. We got the leaves falling, but it really ain't quite peak yet. I give it about another week before we run into a peak. Oh, see some fallen branches already. And something's banging, not quite right. Picking it up on my headphones. I apologize for that. Got my shotgun microphones on a different angle, and it might be bumping against the T-bar is what I'm thinking that noise is. So I apologize for that. Yeah, all the pine needles are here. They're falling. Now we're coming up into the backyard. Oh yeah, a lot of leaves down here. And right ahead of us, since we live on sand, I had to take my mulch pile and actually level this off, because when I come down here with a full load on a bucket with the tractor, I feel like I'm leaning a little bit too much. So I had to level this off a little bit. And I can see the rain kind of washing some of it away. Now we got some little, well, we got a new family of squirrels. They had 4 baby squirrels this spring. And I gotta look at the camera here. Can't see it, huh? There it is. So anyways, we got 4 baby squirrels. Oh yeah, it's the microphone, the bottom microphone. There we go. Problem solved. Okay, so anyways, back to my story. We got 4 baby squirrels, and this little tote out here is for the deer. And the squirrels been eating out of it too, or drinking out of it, and obviously they're playing around and they're tipping it over, so I gotta change that today. Oh yeah, we got some wind damage from last night. Oh yeah. And you can see my mulch row here. See if I can back that up. Get the camera on that. Right in here I got 2 mulch rows, and you can see they're pretty much leveled. But I got a couple inches, so when the snow comes they can actually, the wind and all that, the erosion starts, it'll erode that little bit. And I'm sure, I think the last 3 years I did this like 6 times in the fall before the snow came. So I'm sure I will have definitely another pile. Of mulch. Garbage can here, I don't know how that got here. I would assume the wind. Okay, now we're coming up on the front. Yeah, I broke a rule, but I figured it probably will go down today. We were at high. Smokey the Bear said high for the last couple days, but we got little bits of rain here. And it's finally a calm wind. I was able to burn some of the garbage. My lilies of the valley, they're pretty much dried up, so I can probably start cleaning up in here as well today. So, take a look here. Right by the sprinkler here is showing up. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trees here. They're looking pretty good. One's dead. That one I didn't take up yet. And I got 2 more here just on to the left. And actually, I'll back up. I'm not going to go in yet, not until I start cleaning up in there. But straight ahead, I have 10 baby pines planted in there, and actually they're doing pretty good. They got plenty of shade, and the bigger trees are giving them the water when it does rain, so those are actually doing pretty good there. And by the way, for the stats, for the geek stats on this video, I'm using my old shotgun mount mics, my Sennheiser ME66s. I didn't want to use my short ones, the MKE 600s. And I believe I have the microphone gain up to about 20 decibels. Oh, I was too busy talking on the geek stats. I apologize. Backing up. These guys here. These guys right in front of us. I can't believe I planted these during COVID, and 4 years they grew like maybe 6 feet. So I'm kind of like amazed at these guys. This one here is changing colors. Still pretty much alive, but yeah, it's changing. Slowly, actually, compared to all the other ones. Because it's extra babied, you know? Extra water. Yeah, these are all looking pretty good, too. I don't know if you can see them all or not. I'll back up. Yeah, these guys here, these guys are really looking good. Neighbors driving down the road think I'm weird. What the hell's that guy doing on a gator with microphones and a camera? So that's how she looks in the yard, and like I said, the pine needles are falling really good now. Last week I did a quick run with the lawnmower. Figured I'd touch up the yard. But now I can start cleaning, it looks like. Alright, so I'm going to take a ride through the woods one more time. And we're going to go out where the outhouse was. Because that's where it's really beautiful. Normally. I don't know. I haven't been back here yet in about 5 days. Normally I get white and red leaves. So that looks pretty good. Well, let's take a look and see what we got here. Well, I don't see no white leaves yet. But we definitely got the red and brown. So it's starting to look good over here. Pear tree has got some pears on it yet. Okay, so now we're coming back up on here again on the side. Everything's looking really good. And right in here, straight ahead actually, right in here, yes, I have a couple of locust trees growing, but I also planted 10 red pines in here this spring, and I left it alone as well. It's right on the other side where I pointed out earlier, where in from the ditch. So this is like right in the middle, and I planted another 10 trees in here, and they're looking good. And then since I cleaned it up to plant, I got about 8 baby oak trees actually growing in here now. So that expanded quite well. I got a problem with the grapevines again on a few sections this year. like right in here, all the grapevines are climbing up these little trees. Now they're all keeled over. So I'll be cleaning that up soon. And where I pointed out earlier by the outside by the ditch where I got 10 trees, you can actually see them right through here. And that's another 10 trees. And I'd say overall, from what I just gathered, I think they grew about maybe 5 inches, 6 inches at the most maybe. So yes, 400 feet of garden hose I will be picking up this afternoon. I'll be getting the tractor out. I might clean up the lilies of the valley today. I don't know, we'll see how I feel. I'm still on my first cup of water gel right now. And we're back out here. It's not my property, but I also like coming out here in the ditch across the road to see what grew. And the county didn't really come out here this year to trim this, which I'm kind of grateful in a way, because these trees should actually be growing. And it's kind of hard to tell right now with the weeds growing. It looks like there's a couple that need to be saved. They got a lot of sun this summer. But yeah, a couple here. There we go. That's better for you. Look at all these guys are growing wild. These guys are closer to the tree line, so they're getting plenty of shade. That's why these guys are doing pretty good. Now, straight ahead, right in here, I was gonna steal a few years ago, but I just didn't want to get that close and dig where the electrical box is. And I left these alone. And I can't believe, oh my God, I remember when these guys were like 3 feet tall. Look at them, Christ, they're like 7 feet tall already. Holy cow. They're doing pretty good. Awesome. Looks like we had a tree come down over here too. Small one. Alright, so that concludes Jen and Jane's yard. Yep, fall has arrived. I got my snowmobile suit on. Like I said, it was 37 degrees earlier, about 8 o'clock, and we're raised up to like 39. Alright. Now it's time to put the taper gear away and start getting to work here. Holy cow, my neighbor's really chopping firewood for the winter. You got a big stack. I don't think. Oh, his little horse shed is gone, I bet you. Alright, well, I hope you enjoyed the August 14th 2024 tour of Janet Jane's yard and woods. And you guys have a great day, and we'll catch you later.